Yo, this is Deontay the Bronx Bummer Wild, the WBC heavyweight champion of the world. And I'd like to give a big shout out to CJ Goodfellow, Sports TV. Bomb Squad.
All right, man. Let's talk about who's the A side, Gervonta Tank Davis or Gervonta or Ryan Garcia if they do fight. And obviously, I feel Ryan Garcia. I mean, they feel Gervonta is the cash cow down there, even though he probably not making more money than Devin Haney. But I guess that's a conversation for another day. But first, let's talk about the attendance. At the Crypto.com arena now. I already see Ryan Garcia fanboys, making excuses about why the attendance was 4,000 around 4,000 higher for Gervonta Davis versus Issa Cruz. I seen one person say, "Well, Issa Cruz had a lot of fans there." Nobody know who the hell Issa Cruz was. For real, they ain't come to see no Eastside Cruz. You know what I'm saying? They ain't come to see no damn Eastside Cruz. What you talking about? Tank fighting in Mexico. Tank is fighting in Mexico. I say it again. They used to be part of Mexico. So it said Golden Boy announced attendance of 11,288 for Garcia Fortuna at the Crypto.com Arena in Los Angeles. Gervonta Davis pulled 15,580 fans for his fight against Eastside Cruz in December in the same venue. So, come on. Compare attendance across the board. Come on, Tank selling Baltimore. Tank just broke records in the Barclays Center, and Ryan Garcia's never been on pay-per-view. He's never been on pay-per-view. So it's really no it's really no there's really no how can I say it? There's really no it's no comparison. Ryan got a lot of fans, social media followers. You can buy social media followers, you can have bots and all that type. That don't mean nothing. That don't translate to boxing. If it did, his every fight would sell out. Not even 10% of his social media following is showing up to the arenas. Not even 10%. So when we talk about, I think it's clear cut. And I like Gervonta Davis. I really don't care for Ryan Garcia, but look at it. One on pay-per-view. Now, if you open up those pay-per-view numbers, it might not be. They're nowhere near as what they report. It's nowhere near what they report. Once again, I say it again. It's nowhere near what they are reporting. But we'd never know what type of numbers Ryan Garcia doing on his own. If you're talking about the better resume than names, probably got to go with Ryan Garcia. Fortuna look like crap, but if you're just going off the name, Fortuna, Luke Campbell, good names. I think they both have better careers than Pedraza. Gamboa probably had the best career, but look at where look at where Gamboa was at in his career, and he went 12 with him with one-legged Gamboa. So, Leo Santa Cruz is a good opponent, but it's close. I think I'll get an edge to. Just looking at the names and opponents, and where they was at, it's close. I probably think Luke Campbell was the most dangerous fighter out of both. I don't really rate Barrios that high. No offense to Barrios, it's nothing personal. I really don't rate Barrios that high. So, it's my opinion. It don't make it facts. But it's close. I'm not going to argue people say Gervonta, Leo Santa Cruz, Pedraza, Barrios. Like I said before, I don't really rate none of them highly. Tank lose rounds. That's just the way Tank is. You want to rate Rolando, Rolly, Romero, cool. They neither ain't fought nobody. Ain't fought no Machenko, ain't fought Haney, ain't fought Camboso, ain't fought Teofimo Lopez. You know what I'm saying? They ain't fought nobody. When you're looking at the numbers and the attendance, is Tank is blowing them out the water. We don't know Ryan's real viewership. We don't know Tank's real viewership. So, I mean, can you really say 50-50? If they both paying them, I don't know, 10 million a piece, can you turn that down? Are you really gonna get caught up in ASOP percentages and all that stuff? Come on. They come with a respectable offer. Ain't nobody really complaining off. Ain't nobody tripping off of that. Nobody. They both young, they both unproven, but it's a popular fight. That's what we can say. It's a popular fight, and a lot of people want to see them rumble. But just like the Chance Crawford and Errol Spence fight, there's not a huge gap. There's not a huge gap between them. You know what I'm saying? It's not like AJ and Usyk. One. It was a gap. It was a big gap. It's a small gap between them. Neither one of them has done nothing in the sport of boxing. Just apparently they just they quote unquote they popular. That's it, quote unquote they popular. At the end of the day, when they beat each other, what does it mean? Nothing. Vagabond on vagabond activity. Contender. I can't even call them real contender on contender activity. That's it. Contender on contender activity. No, neither one of them going to be pound for pound. Ticket sales is not ticket sales and viewership and popularity are not the major component. The only major components of being pound for pound. Resume, eye test. Come on, belts, all of it going to that. They gonna be pound for pound ticket sellers, and they not gonna sell more tickets than Anthony Joshua, Canelo Alvarez. They're not. But it's a good fight, and they like Coach Calvin say, Ryan numbers are live, they real, and all this type of stuff, and this, that, the third. I mean, it is what it is. I know I ain't buying it. I'm not gonna tell you not to buy it. I don't care what you do. Honestly, I don't care what you do. But if this fight really take off and they sell a lot of tickets, it's a wrap. Boxing will never be the same. All you traditional hardcore boxing fans, y'all might as well go learn MMA or go find another hobby, find another sport. This fight, it's gonna bring more influencers into the sport of boxing. It's gonna bring more foo-foo stuff in the sport of boxing. That's what it's gonna do. That's what it's gonna bring more bullshit into the sport of boxing. More celebrities, more Swaggy P's versus Blue Places, more Black Chinas, more Jake Pauls. That's what it's gonna do. So all it's gonna do. You're never gonna get back to traditional boxing until boxing hit rock bottom. It's coming close, but they all gonna be searching for the next Tank Davis and Ryan Garcia. And if it flopped, maybe they start making the best versus the best fight. But neither one of them was ever the best in any division they stepped into. 140, 135, 130. Never established themselves as the best. The cosigns by Mayweather, the cosigns by Oscar De La Hoya is a major reason why that fight is popular. And the support from California, the support from Baltimore and up the East Coast and West Coast for, both Tank and Ryan Garcia. But if you're a real boxing fan, this ain't what you support. He went out there and fought Haney and Shakur, Devin, and Lomachenko and guys like that, then hey, yeah. Then yeah. No issue at all. No issue at all, but it is what it is. But if I had to say probably Tank, Tank do better numbers, but if it's 50-50, it's 50-50. Neither one of these dudes is full off stars. So neither one of these full off star, but they gonna get it. See, they gonna sell. It's gonna be a popular fight. And I think it's gonna be one of those fights that deliver. They both offensive. I don't think Ryan Garcia probably gonna get. I'm gonna side with Ryan Garcia, probably get knocked out. But Tank do start. You know, Tank do start off slow. He do start off slow. He do. You know, but Ryan Garcia, he looked a little bit better defensively, a little bit better versus Fortuna, but that ain't saying much. You know, that is not saying much. Fortuna came. A lot of people talking about Fortuna shot, and Fortuna didn't. Ryan Garcia snitched on himself. Fortuna didn't have enough time to train with 7 weeks. 7 weeks was simply not enough for Fortuna. And what weight he was at. And what weight he was at. And apparently he had to be somewhere in the 160s to 170s. That's where he had to be at, somewhere in the 160s to 170s. And Fortuna ain't no spring chicken either. That's why Ryan Garcia was so confident that he was going to be Javier Fortuna. Because he didn't have enough time to train. So there you go. There you go. Nothing else need to be explained. Nothing else needs to be explained. But I think Tank Davis is a slight A side, but we have to wait and see. Let me know what you girls and guys think in the comment section. Thumbs up the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, and subscribe button is the bell icon button. Hit all notifications, increase your chance to get notifications. We go live and drop a video financially. You want to support the channel, Cash App, $ CJ Good 313, Venmo CJ Good 313, PayPal link in the description. I'll hit my link tree up. You can find me on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram, Spotify, Anchor, Cash App, Venmo, PayPal, Amazon Music, Google Podcasts, the whole nine. So if you want to reach out, Instagram and Twitter is the only ways you can do so. If you want to reach out for business question, inquiry, sponsor, video requests, all that stuff, then you hit me up on Instagram and Twitter. Appreciate the love, support. One time for the one time. Peace.